What is your full name?
My name is Brian Kuhn.
Where are you from?
I am from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan.
How old were you in 2009?
I would have been 38 years old.
Okay. Were you overly worried about the health of the economy before
The recession? No, I wasn't overly worried about it at all. It seemed to be going along really well.
What financial hardships did you experience during the economic situation?
Actually, I'm kind of the opposite of that. The businesses that I was in at the time, I owned a couple companies that were involved in the foreclosure industry, and so as things got bad for most people, my business actually benefited from it. So during the recession, my business was growing.
How did you feel about the financial bailout given to the bank industry, and why?
The bank industry. I don't think I was very happy about the way they handled the bailouts for the banks. I think they should have at least done a little more serious investigating and finding out who was criminally responsible for some of the stuff that happened and put somebody in jail, because I don't think one banker actually went to jail.
How do you feel about the financial bailout given to the automotive industry, and why?
I was on the fence with that one. I'm kind of a believer that a business should succeed on its own, and if it can't, it should go under. But I think I changed my mind on the auto industry because of what a monumental part of our country the auto industry is. And I think it's safe to say now, hindsight's 2020, it's easy to see now that it was great because the auto industry is doing better than it ever has. But it could have gone either way. So I was kind of on the fence, but I definitely am glad they did it now.
What do you believe is our nation's greatest economic concern, and why?
Well, some people probably won't like this answer, but I think our nation's greatest economic concern is our new president, Donald Trump. And why would be just because I think he is dangerous. I think he is a little bit unstable, and I think instability in the government is probably the most potentially damaging thing.
What do you believe should be done to protect the people from economic problems?
What do I believe should be done to protect the general public? Education. Definitely educating them on how the economy works, and both personally, in business, in government, so that they understand how to make the right decisions.
Those are actually mandatory classes now. We have to take economics and government.
Economics and government have been around, even they were in high school when I was in high school, so I mean,
was it mandatory?
Don't know if it was mandatory, but it was definitely economics, I think, was mandatory. I don't think government was, but I'm sure it's a very different class, description now.
How has the Great Recession changed you?
The Great Recession didn't really change me in any way during the Great Recession, but I actually, the ramifications of what happened actually hit me about a year and a half later, and the opposite happened. As the economy collapsed, the foreclosure industry collapsed, all the things that I benefited from during the recession finally hit me, and it pretty much wiped out my company, actually.
What would you want students to know about economic crisis?
I would want them to know that if they have their own business, diversify. That's most important. If they just work for a company, make sure their personal finances are always in order. Save. Think towards the future. Keep an eye out on what's going on, and don't just spend all your money.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.